Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I'm showing you this stitch for Paying It Forward Friday for September 2023. I'm going to make a washcloth today. This is sort of a sample of a stitch pattern repeat that you can do for anything, blankets, scarves, shawls, whatever you want. We're just going to do a dishcloth size, and I'm going to use Universal Yarns Clean Cotton. This is 100% reclaimed fibers. It is 2.65 ounces, 75 grams, 131 yards, 120 meters. It is a medium weight 4. It is 85% recycled cotton, 15% recycled polyester. It suggests an I hook. I'm going to use an H. I just think with my tension it will work out better, but it does suggest an I hook for crocheting. This stuff is very good yarn, made in Turkey. Color is peach rose. They have a lot of pretty colors on their website. I will put my affiliate link below for you to use if you would like to go take a look at this yarn and pick some up. It's very affordable. They have a lot of colors that I really enjoy. I picked up a few of these actually. So I'm going to get started on the washcloth using, this is a tulip, a red tulip, 5mm, which is an H, starting with a slip knot. And we're doing multiples of 14 plus 6. So get your multiples of 14 as far as width, and then add 6. So for a washcloth, I'm probably going to do 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That would be a very small washcloth, so I'm going to keep going. 13, 14. Now that is fairly large. So now we chain 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 4th chain from the hook, we are going to put a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet. And then we're going to put a double crochet in each stitch all the way across. Now this is a cabling project. If you have never done cabling, this is a great beginner project. I'll show you exactly what to do. It is not scary at all. It might be intimidating in your mind, but it's definitely something you can do. And with crochet, it's very easy to just start over. Crocheting is much easier that way compared to knitting. It's a lot faster to start. If you have to frog, it's a lot easier to get back going again. So I'll be right back to you once I get my double crochets finished. Okay, row 2, we're going to chain 3, and that counts as a double crochet. Turn our work. Now we're going to do post stitches. So post stitches are just like any other stitch. It's just going somewhere else. In this next stitch here, we're going to do a normal double crochet. And then in this next stitch, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go into our stitch like this. We're going to yarn over, then we're going to finish it like a normal double crochet. Easy peasy. So yarn over, we're going to do that one more time. Go into your stitch like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. That's 2 front post stitches we just did. Now we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. So go into the next stitch here and do a double crochet. Go into the next stitch, do a normal double crochet. Now we're going to do a cable stitch. This is going to be a front post treble or triple crochet. So you yarn over twice. We're going to skip this stitch, and we're going to skip this stitch. We're going to go into the next one right here. So skip, skip. We're going to go around the post, just like this. Yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and go through 2 until they're all gone. We have 1 left. I'm going to do that one more time. Yarn over twice, go into the post, around the post like this. Yarn over, pull up the loop, 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's 2 front post treble crochets. Now we're going to work in these stitches, and that's what makes the cabling. So we're going to yarn over twice, going to go into the first skipped stitch and put our hook around the post. Then we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. See, we still have 4 loops on our hook. I hold my work like this to make it easier to do the crossed stitches. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 1 left right here. Yarn over twice, go around the stitch, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's cabling, simple as that. See, we got a crisscross effect there. Now in our next stitch, we want to make sure we're going in the right stitch. So we're not going in the one that we did a post stitch around. We're going to go in this one. Double crochet, just normal. And then we're going to do another double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets. So yarn over, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more time. Yarn over, around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And that's what we have thus far. So now we're going to continue and do a second set of what we just did. So in the next 4 stitches, we're just doing regular double crochets. Okay, and now we're going to do exactly what we did on the other side. We are going to start with our 2 front post double crochets. So yarn over, go around your stitch like this, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, around your post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. 2 regular double crochets. And now we're going to do the front post trebles. Yarn over twice, skip, and then in the next stitch around the post, put your hook in like this, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. You're going to do that again. Yarn over twice, go around your post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to go to our skipped stitches. We're going to yarn over twice, go into the first one around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. One more time. Yarn over twice, find your next skipped stitch right here, go around the post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now you're going to find your next stitch that is not one that's already worked in. This one's worked in. Just make sure, because you can tell this one's worked in, so we're not going in this one. So we're just going to do 2 regular double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. And then we're going to do 2 front post double crochets in the next 2. So yarn over, go around your stitch, yarn over, pull up, finish like a normal double crochet. Going to do that again. Around the post, pull up, finish like a normal double crochet. We have 2 stitches left. We are just going to do double crochets in those. So double crochet and then double crochet in the top of your chain 3. So that is our row 2. It is different and new if you've never done cabling, but it is essentially just putting the stitches in a different spot. Okay, so row 3, we're going to be doing post stitches again, but this time they're going to be back post stitches. So we are going to chain 3. We're going to turn our work, and now we're going to do a double crochet in the first stitch here. So not this one as our chain 3, because our chain 3 is a double crochet, but the next one over, we're going to do a double crochet. And then last row, you'll remember we did front post stitches. So now we're going to do back post stitches. And how we do that, it's the same way as the front post, except we're going through the back. So we yarn over, turn your work like this if you need to, and put your hook in around the post like this. Yarn over, pull through, then you got 3 loops on your hook. Finish it like a normal double crochet. Do it one more time. Yarn over, turn your work so you can see your bumps here, the back, around that stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, 2 back post double crochets done there. Now we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. So double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the next stitch. Now we're to our cabling, and it looks like, what would you do here? Like, this is a mess. It's not, and it's not hard. We're just going to do back post double crochets in all 4 of those stitches that you see. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you look at your work and you turn it like this, you will start with this one, then do this one, and then you got 2 hiding back here. You'll do this one and then this one. Okay, so starting with the first one, yarn over, go around that post right here, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, first one done. Gonna do the next one, yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, now we're going to find the hidden ones here. Yarn over, pull these 2 to the side, and then these 2 are shown here. I'm going to do this one first. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to do it to the last one. Round that post, finish like a normal double crochet. Okay, so we're going to look like this in the back, which, you know, it looks like a hot mess, but this is not a reversible project. It is right side, wrong side, and right now we're looking at the wrong side. So let's finish this row and then we'll take a look at the front of the work. So next we're going to do 2 regular double crochets. After the 2 regular double crochets, we have 2 back post stitches, and you can feel that on your work as you're coming up to them. So yarn over, turn your work a bit, go around that post, pull up a loop, finish like a normal double crochet. Another back post double crochet, go around, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, now we have 2 regular double crochets. And that finishes out our 14 stitches for the pattern. And now we're going to start the next pattern, and that's 2 normal double crochets. And then we'll have 2 back post stitches, yarn over, go around that post here, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go around that stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we have 2 regular double crochets again. And one more. And now we're to our gabling stitches. So we're going to do back post double crochets again, yarn over, turn your work, go around this first one that you see, yarn over, pull up, finish like a normal double crochet. Yarn over, go into the next one around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, go through 2. Now we're going to find the hidden ones. Yarn over, pull these stitches a bit to the side. You see your 2 there, 1 and 2. Go around that first one, yarn over, pull up, go through 2, go through 2, and the next one. Two regular double crochets, two back post double crochets, and then 2 regular double crochets in the last 2. So this one, and then at the top of your chain 3. I like going through 2 loops. It doesn't make a difference, it just makes my brain feel better. Finding 2 loops to put that stitch in. I'm going to chain 3 and turn, but then as we turn, I want to show you the work. So see how that is working out? Your first row here that you did cabling, you did the slanting stitches. Now we just went into those stitches with back post stitches, and it sort of straightened them out a bit. Now this row, we're going to slant them again so that it continuously weaves up and looks so gorgeous when it's done. So the next row is a repeat of row 2, and then you would do a 3 again. So that's repeat, row 2, row 3, row 2, row 3, over and over and over until you have the length that you want. So if you're making a scarf, just keep doing those 2 rows over and over and over. And I'm going to show you how to identify your stitches in the next row, which is a repeat of row 2. So if you need help with any of this, just rewind to whatever row and then do it again. Row 2, you're going to twist your stitches. Row 3, you're working on the wrong side and you're just straightening them. That's how I look at it. That's how it makes sense in my brain. So this is a repeat of row 2. We'd yarn over and then put a double crochet in our first stitch right there. Then we have 2 front post double crochets. So yarn over, go around the stitch like that, pull up a loop, finish like a normal double crochet, and repeat. Now we have 2 regular double crochets, and now we're to our cabling section again. Okay, so you know where to put your stitches. It will be in something that just looks like a double crochet. So don't be mistaken that you're going down there because we're going into these 4, okay? So the front post treble crochet is yarn over twice, skipping the first 2 stitches here and going around the post of this stitch. You're going around the post of the back post double crochet we did from last row. Okay, yarn over again twice, go around, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2 until there's only 1 loop left on the hook. We're going to go back to this one, yarn over twice, go around the post of that first stitch, and finish your treble. And do that one more time in the second skipped stitch. Okay, and now, since we've worked up a bit, you can clearly see where your next 2 double crochet are. And then we have 2 front post double crochets. 1 and 2. And you can move your crochet work however you need to do it to get the stitches done. Just be mindful that you are not doing your stitches too tight. Then you can get some crazy puckering and whatnot. 4 regular double crochets in the middle of the work here, set up for the second stitch pattern here. 2 front post double crochets, 2 regular double crochets, and then we're to our cabling again. Yarn over twice, go over to skip, skip the third one, go around that post, finish like a normal treble. One more time, next one over, go around, pull up. Okay, now we're going to our skip stitches, this one first and then this one. Yarn over twice, go around that first one. See how I'm holding my fabric differently? And that's to get the stitch around the post and have me pull through without a lot of hand ache, honestly is what it is. And I don't want my work too tight or too loose, so I need to come at it at a way that will encourage me to crochet normally, but it's hard because they're twisted stitches and I'm working around. So now 2 normal double crochets. And then we're going to move on to 2 front post double crochets. And you will get in the hang of this so quickly. The first few rows may be a headache, 2 normal double crochets, but you will get it. You can do it. I know you can do it. This can be your first cabling project ever because it is really not that difficult. There's a quote that I love I think it's by Henry Ford. If you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. And I believe that's true. I think if you think you can do it, you can do it. If you think you can't do it, you've already made up your mind that you can't do it and you're not going to try as hard. So that's the mindset that I put into stuff when I really doubt myself and I don't think I can do something. It's like, you can. If you think you can, you can. So next row would be repeat of row 3, chain 3, turn your work, double crochet in that first stitch there. Then we have 2 back post double crochets, so turn your work so you can see them. 1 and 2, yarn over, go around that first post stitch here, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. See the next one there? See that next one right there. So yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then we have 2 normal double crochets. You will be able to identify your work by sets of 2. So you start your work with 2 normal double crochets, and then the second 2 stitches will either be back post or front post double crochets. Then the next 2 will be normal double crochets, and then you'll have your cabling, and it's going to repeat that all the way across. So now we're doing 4 back post double crochets. So yarn over, turn your work, go into this first one around the post, yarn over, pull up, finish like a normal double crochet. Go into the next one, it's right here, yarn over, go around that post, finish like a normal double crochet, and then find your hidden ones. Push those to a side, and then those 2 appear. This one first, this one second. Two normal double crochets, two back post double crochets. Turn your work a bit. Two normal double crochets. And then we start our stitch pattern all over again. Two normal double crochets, two back post double crochets, two normal double crochets, four back post double crochets, two normal double crochets, two back post double crochets, and ending with two normal double crochets. Chain 3, turn your work, and now you would repeat row 2. See how that's coming together? It is so beautiful when it is worked up. So I'm gonna keep working up. I'm probably gonna do a square. I mean, it makes more sense just to do a square. And then I'm gonna show you how to border it. It's really cool, and it goes with this project really well. So if you've ever done a reverse single crochet or a crab stitch, that's what we're gonna do. It goes really, really well with the cabling. It's spot on. So I'm gonna work up my cloth. I will do the next 2 rows on camera. I'm not gonna talk you through it, but I will do it so that you can look at it and sort of memorize what you do each row. Row 2 and row 3 repeat. So we are repeating row 2 now. Row 2, remember, we're twisting our cables. Row 3, we're evening them out. Row 2 twisting, row 3 evening. So if you're on your back side like this, you're doing row 3. If you're on your front side like this, you're doing row 2. It's very simple, very easy. You'll get the hang of it, trust me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work, put some music on, and I'll be back to you when my cloth is a square. So I'm about a square size. So how I do that is I take one corner and I pull it up to the opposite corner. And if it measures up, it's a square. This one's not yet. However, when you are ready to do your border, you need to end on the cable side of your work. So I'm just going to leave it here. If I pinned this and stretched this, I could get it to be a perfect square. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to show you how to do the edging, and then I'm going to weave in my ends, and then I will come back and talk to you after I get everything all sewn up. But essentially, if you've ever done crab stitch or reverse single crochet, that's what we're going to do. So on my instructions that I have for my shawl, I tell you to end on this side of your work, the cabling side of your work. I didn't really explain it very well, so I wrote that pattern in 2016, so it happens. I mean, everything can't be perfect. So reverse single crochet. Instead of going down this way, we go in reverse. So we're going to reverse, and we are going to put our hook in that same space right here. We're going to pull up a loop just like we single crochet, and then we're going to pull through just like we single crochet, except it's in reverse. So the next stitch we go into, right there, do a single crochet in reverse. Next one over, same thing, in reverse. And it feels really weird. Even after doing it and knowing it for, I don't know, 10 years, it's still very odd to me to do it. But when you're done, it is so pretty with the cabling on this project. It works out very well. It is one of my favorite edgings, but I really like cabling and textured stitches. I always have. It just speaks to me more so than lacy stitches, even though I do like lacy stitches. I like textured stitches and cabling more. So this is all you do as you go along your project, and every stitch you do reverse single crochet. Now when we get to the corner and the side here, I will show you what to do. I really like these tulip hooks. I should buy some more. I remember back when I owned my first tulip set, the thumb rest used to annoy me so much. It's not so bad now. I don't know what the deal is with that. They're a little bit short in my hand though, but they are nice hooks. They're very similar to Clover Amore. They hit in my hand. Yeah, you know, it's not terrible, but I'm to the corner here. That's the chain 3. So typically when I do a corner stitch, I will do 3 stitches in the corner, one for each side and one for the corner. I don't do that with reverse single crochet because reverse single crochet is a larger stitch. I just do 2 in that corner. So I'm going to go in and then go in again, same stitch. Turn your work and it will be easier to get around that second one. Okay, and now down this side that isn't actual stitches, I'm going to do 2 reverse single crochets in each double crochet along the edge here. So I'm just going to go in to that double crochet. I'm not going to go in the stitch side, but I'm just going to go in the stitch post, if you will. And go along and just do 2 every double crochet. It works out pretty well. If at any time you're getting puckering, like your work is pulling in, add more stitches. If you're ever getting a ton of ruffling, this is going to work itself out. But if you get more than that and you're all ruffly, you need to take some stitches out. You have too many. But that's going to work itself out perfectly fine. Especially if I pinned this out, that would be magical. So just make sure you're not putting too many or too little. It's just the standard way to put on a crochet edging. No matter what edging you're putting on, you want to make sure you're not doing too many or too little. Rearrange your stitches in your hand when needed, because sometimes they get out of order. So I'm going to continue doing my reverse single crochet along this edge and my other 2 sides, and I will meet back up with you and we will talk about the pattern and what you can do with it and what is to come on the channel. So I will be back to you in just a moment. So with this being a cloth, you can block it. If you're going to give your project away and you want it to look really nice and professional, you can block it. You can for surely do that. If you're using a different yarn other than cotton, it doesn't end up as uneven as it does when I have used this same stitch patterning in acrylic yarns or wool yarns. The cabling itself does distort your project to a certain extent, even with acrylic. You can always block your projects. You get them damp or wet, wash them, whatever you want to do, wring them out, and then pin them. You can just pin them or use the knit blockers like I have shown on my channel from Temu. Or you could do this and just spread the fabric out with your fingers and lay it flat, and it will take that shape. If it does not move, it's going to take the shape. So my thoughts on the cloth, as far as it's a washcloth, okay, but I see this more as I do have the shawl tutorial and I will be bringing that to you very soon. But cloth size, as far as this can be a washcloth, not a problem. As far as a cloth size though, I think this, if you make prayer shawls, I think this would be a great prayer cloth. If you've ever heard of them, instead of a shawl, it's a cloth and it can go in the person's pocket, and as they feel it in their pocket, they can feel the prayers that you said while making it. I'm not saying that is what you have to do. However, if you do that, this is a great pattern for that. If you want to make this into a blanket, multiples of 14 stitches plus 6 will get you this repeat over and over and over. This is 2 repeats of 14. You start with double crochets, you go to your post, double crochets, cabling, double crochets, post, double crochets. That's it. Very easy to replicate this in any width that you want, and then any length as you work it up. Scarf wise, this would be adorable as 14 stitches alone, and then you would add your 6. That's what I would do for a scarf. I think that would be gorgeous. As far as the cloth though, I think this would make a great washcloth. Obviously a spa cloth, this would do some great scrubbing for you, especially on your skin. I do believe it's more fancy than say a normal washcloth. So if you wanted to gift this with a spa set, I think that would be awesome. I personally find this to be, in my opinion, a great prayer cloth. So if you don't make prayer shawls and cloths are more your deal, go ahead and whip this one up. I think you'll enjoy it. I really like this cabling a lot. I actually have this stitch pattern in a dicky or a neck scarf. I can link that below so you can take a look at that. And that's one, it's years old, I believe, years old. Same patterning, just a different way to use the stitch and wear it. So I really enjoy this stitch. I will be bringing you it in the round next Friday. Probably a cowl and or hat. Haven't decided yet. Maybe both. Who knows? I'm crazy. I'm a wild card. But for now, go ahead and work up blankets, scarves, dishcloths, washcloths, spa cloths, prayer cloths, whatever you want to make with it. I'm going to bring you the shawl tutorial on this soon. I will be using universal yarn as well for that video. And like I said, I will leave my affiliate link below for universal yarn. Did not use the whole ball, and this is very sizable. Let me measure it for you. 9.5 by 8.5. So a pretty good size cloth. Obviously your tension will be different than mine, and your yarn will be different than mine probably, and all that good stuff. It's very different. Everything turns out different depending on the person. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye.